Hi everyone. Today, me and my group member, we have presentation on movie review for subject CRG650. Before we get started, let me introduce my team member first. I am Muhamad Faris Aiman, and my other team member is Muhammad Arif, Muhammad Arman Danial, and Nick Faris. For this movie review group project, we have selected the title of the movie are The Accountant. There is 5 main characters in this movie. The first one is Kristen Worth, a math servant with more infinity for numbers than people. The second one is Dana Cummings, an accountant at Living Robotic who noticed that irregularities with their books. The third one is Maribeth Medina, a young treasure agent who is tasked with finding the accountant's real identity. Fourth is Raymond King, the director of Treasury Department Vincent. And the last one is Lama Blackburn, is the CEO of Living Robotic Company. Now, let me tell you about the synopsis of this movie. The movie of The Accountant is 2000 American action thriller film directed by Gavin O'Connor. The movie is about an extra genius autistic child named Kristen Worth. Kristen Worth and his brother Braxton were trained well by his father with a martial art training to defend themselves. Kristen Worth is math servant that moves to number, thus he is a forensic accountant that runs his small accounting firm. He was being appointed as auditor at robotic company, and he helped junior accountant who called Dana Cummings for high-profile criminal syndicate to conceal their illegal money. Dana Cummings detects some irregularities from a company account afterward audited by Worth, but the task will prove much riskier than he could ever have imagined. According to the movie review, there are 2 main stakeholders and their stake in this movie. The first one is Raymond King. Raymond King is a director of financial criminal that in charge in solving any issue that arise from related to NSA. He also tried to track down the accountant that who involved in doing in money laundering before his retirement. The second one is Maribeth Medina. She agreed to help Raymond King to identify and arrest the accountant prior to his retirement to protect herself from being fired, as she might be exposed for faking her background on the application of government job.
The hero for this movie is Kristen Worth, and the villain for this movie is Lama Blackburn. The first ethical dilemma that we found in this movie is whether to tell the truth about his finding of the embezzlement or keep the truth. Christian has found a discrepancy in the company record involving millions of dollars. He and Dana end up being an assassination target. He decided to help Dana instead of flying to Chicago and bury the truth. The second ethical dilemma that we found in this movie is whether to reveal Lama wrongdoing to the public or kill Lama. After Rita's death, he was able to discover the true culprit. He identified down the culprit, which is Lama, at his home. Lama tries to convince him that his action will help a lot of people. The third ethical dilemma that we found in this movie is whether Lama admit his wrongdoing in the embezzlement of the financial statement of the company or hide his secret using children debt. Lama Blackburn is the founder and CEO of Living Robotics. Lama stopped Christian from continuing his finding of the embezzlement after the finance director who was also his best friend died because he was murdered, although there was a claim saying he committed a suicide. Christian wanted to continue, but Lama rejected him.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Arif. Now we will look at the action taken by the villain from a consequentialist point of view. Before that, we will look at the definition. Consequentialism is the idea that the moral worth of an action is determined solely by its contribution to the overall utility, which is the contribution to happiness or pleasure as sum among all persons. Therefore, an action is said to be ethical if the benefits are greater than the burden. In this movie, the villain, which is Lama Blackburn, has embezzled his company's money to reinvest in an affiliate company. When Christian Wolf, which is the accountant, has found out about this fraud, he tried to cover up that by ordering assassins to kill both Christian Wolf and Dana Cummings. From a consequentialist point of view, the action taken by Lama Blackburn of embezzling money is said to bring happiness or pleasure to many stakeholders, especially shareholders and employees. This is because when Lama reinvests the embezzled money to an affiliate company, it can raise Living Robotics stock price. Thus, it also increases the profit of the company. And it also increases the satisfaction of the shareholders of the company. At the same time, it also can improve the company image. Next, we will look at the action taken by the hero from a deontology point of view. Basically, deontology is an ethical theory that emphasizes on the wrongness or the rightness of the actions. Deontology also is different from consequentialism because it is focused on obligations or duty which is based on decision or actions rather than the consequences of the actions. An action also can be ethically correct even if it does not produce a net balance of good over evil of decision makers. Based on this movie, Christian Wolf is an autistic mad genius who was growing up and become a forensic accountant. He worked in a small town office and owned a firm known as ZZ Accounting. To deal with the numbers of risky clients for a dangerous criminal over decision to uncover financial deception, Christian Wolf also was hired by the CEO of the Living Robotics to audit the firm since the company is having financial discrepancy in the company's financial reporting involving the millions of dollars. As Christian digs into the company financial report and gets closer to the truth of the missing money, he discovered that more than $61 million has been misappropriation. However, when Christian Wolf uncovered millions of dollars are missing, he and Dana Cummings, who is a junior accountant of Living Robotics, become the target of a deadly security squad, since Dana also found out about that embezzlement in the Living Robotics. He tries to protect Dana from being targeted, since she does not engage with the embezzlement fraud scheme. His action was rescuing Dana from being murdered by hitmen and at the same time try to solve the issues of financial fraud arise in the company's accounting. According to deontology perspective, Christian Wolf's action is ethical since it is obligation to review financial accounting records, as he is an auditor of Living Robotics, and find the reason of how the money was disappeared from the account of the company, in order to find the person behind the embezzlement of money in the company's account, and to help others who is in danger such as Dana Cummings.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhamad Faris bin KHAIRULDDIN. Now we will go to the ethical action that can be taken based on the golden rules. What is golden rules? Golden rules stated that do unto others as you will unto you. What does it mean? It means that if you want others to treat you better, you have to treat others better first. In other words, or to put it simply, any of your action determine on how the others would treat you. We will go to the ethical action that should be taken by the villain in the story. First, do not use company's money misappropriately. In other words, do not embezzle the monies that the company had. Second, we need to acknowledge the mistake that we have made. Don't be prideful or greedy with things that you ignore ethics, even the ethics itself. Third, if the mistakes lead to loss of the money, then you have to bear the loss. Any mistake, any action that lead, any mistake that you made, you have to bear its consequence. Now, we will go to what I will feel as the villain of the movie The Accountant. First, the feeling of shame from embezzling the company's money. I will feel embarrassed that I had done something that shouldn't be done as the CEO of a company. Second, the feeling of remorse of killing other people for the sake of myself. I will feel guilty because I had killed innocent people simply for my own benefits. We, as humans, acknowledge one simple fact, that we shouldn't kill one another. Killing one another is very wrong, very unethical, no matter what. And this is because this is simply the common sense of people. Now, we will go to the conclusion. First, being selfish and greedy will only ruin the organization and the purpose around. Being greedy or selfish for immediate profit do not bring good, but only harm us in the way. Second, we must think rationally when making decisions, as any form of hasty decision will only cause trouble to the earth and even the community as well. Third, we shouldn't abuse the power and knowledge that we had simply for our personal gain. We should use our power carefully and thoroughly.
That's all for our group presentation. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy and have a nice day.